Right guys, I've reached my cruising altitude of 30,000 feet, even though it currently says 29,980 feet, but it's basically 30,000 feet. You get that fluctuation. I'm currently, there's London, there's Heathrow Airport, Berkshire, hopefully, coming up to Sussex and Surrey, and straight ahead you can see the Isle of Wight. It's a clear day and the coast of France. To the passenger cabin. I've just reached the waypoint, so the aircraft is turning by itself in order to follow the course set. It's a shame it doesn't animate passengers. You can see the nice lighting effects on the end of the wing, strobes and everything. And the sensors come off the rear wings. I'm going to pause the recording again, as there really is nothing that goes on in the flight. Take a nice good look around the cockpit. Same on both sides really. The autopilot panel up there, all the controls for the electronic flight information system. The flight director, each a joystick each. I've got my own right here, plugged into my laptop, which I'm not using. What was that? It's because I moved the joystick. Automatically disengages the autopilot. You've got to watch out for that. And you'll get a master caution coming up here on the master caution light, but you can just click to reset that and it's all fine. But you've got to be careful when you're flicking, because on the joystick there's a little knob that controls the views, and you can move that and it can move the joystick inadvertently, which can disengage the autopilot, but you've got to watch out for that. So I'm going to pause the recording again, as there's nothing going on. Right guys, I'm back, and I've been asked by air traffic control to descend and maintain 16,000 feet. So we're going to enter 16,000 feet into the altitude column. So we want to go down about 2,000 feet per minute. Too steep, not too steep, and not steep enough. It's just perfect. So now there's a number of things that we need to do. The descent and approach checklist. Firstly, we need to set the auto brakes to medium, as it's not the longest runway in the world, but it's not the shortest. TCAS, traffic collision avoidance system, needs to be on low as we're descending. So let's just do that. Speed brakes are fine. Instrument landing system ILS button on. It's this one. And you get these little things that come up at the sides. That indicates the positions of the localizer and the positions of the glide slope, but that doesn't matter till you get to the airport. Altimeter readjust. Bring up the overhead panel. Landing lights need to go on. Nose light needs to go to takeoff. And runway turn off lights on. And I'm going to arm the speed brakes. Ground spoilers armed. So basically, when you land on the runway, these little things there flick up like that, and that slows you down. So let's just rearm them. Here we are descending into cloud. And when we get close to the runway, we put the landing gear down. That's not for ages yet. To do that, you just hit G. We haven't got any ILS vectors yet. so we can't really do much with regards to the frequency. But when we do get the frequency, we flick the nav button, flick the ILS button and the call button, and enter the frequency into the active frequency column. This side will deal with the air traffic control, this side will deal with the instrument landing system and localizer. And that frequency, when we've got the localizer switch enabled, guides us to the runway. And then glide slope, which appears on this one, we hit approach hold and AP2, and that guides us to the foot of the runway, and it lands the plane automatically, basically. So we're descending through 24,000 feet. You can see the Isle of Guernsey over in the distance. So we're going to want to slow down as well. So we're going to take the speed out of managed mode. We're currently doing 311 knots. We ought to be doing about 290. As you can probably hear the aeroplane slowing down.
Traffic is 5 o'clock, 2 miles, at flight level 359, Airbus A319, reports of its sight. Camera 823, traffic in sight.
Wasn't for me, just checking. A cat sat behind me, jumped up behind me, a chair. When we do get the ILS frequencies, we might have to change which runway we land on, because it might be runway 09. When you look at the direction of the wind though, 277 at 35, it's probably going to be runway 27 though, so we're correct in that respect. But when we receive the ILS frequency, we'll be bringing the aeroplane out of managed mode anyway. Controlling the heading ourselves with the heading vectors that the ATC give us. So I'm going to pause the recording now till I get to the localizer vectors, and I'll bring it back up then. I'm just reaching my assigned altitude of 16,000 feet, and I'm being ordered to descend down to 8,000 feet. I'm in cloud right now. This is for me. Yeah, runway 27. So we want to take the heading out of managed mode. The vector was 160, so we want to turn to 160 degrees on the autopilot. You can see the aircraft turning. And we want to slow down to 250 knots as we're going to go below 10,000 feet. And at this point in time we're below 15,000 feet, so we're going to enable we're going to turn on the faster seatbelt signs. And we're going to get the speed brakes out because we're a little bit too fast right now. As you can see, we're flying through thick cloud. This wasn't in a forecast. But if we go to the FMC, it's the performance page. Next phase, the approach phase. QNH is 2992. As you can see right now, our wind is 277 at 29 degrees. So it's quite windy, 29 miles an hour, 29 mile an hour winds at 277 degrees, temperature is 12, so it's quite cold as well. Our decision height is 200, so if we have to abort the ILS landing, go back to the previous page and activate the approach phase, confirm approach phase, and back to the flight plan. Easy as right now. We'll keep the speed brakes up because we're currently holding a speed that's too high for what we're supposed to be at. There's two distinct layers of cloud. low pressure system, high winds basically. French air traffic controllers. Deville approach.
119.35, Midland 3831.
So let's tune Deville approach, contact Deville approach.
Midland 3831, descent 11,000, descending 8,000. Midland 3831, Deville approach, roger, altimeter 2983.
Zoom out a bit. You can see CF27, ILS runway 27. We're on track.
Midland 3831, turn left heading 150.
And we're now required to turn left heading 150, so that's an extra 10 degrees to the left. And what's to our left is Cherbourg, all in France. There it is. Cherbourg Airport down here. You can just see the runway. And there's us from Cherbourg Tower in thick cloud. Marvellous. Wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a nice, clear ILS approach for the viewers. So I'm going to bring off the speed brakes. I'm going to get and do one round of flaps. Flaps 1. Disable the master caution and reduce speed because we're currently over speed. 225 knots. As you can see, it's telling us we're over speed. We'll be over speed till we're out of the red just there. Well, I was hoping to do a nice clear approach for the viewers, but it's cloudy. It's got real world weather on and it's cloudy. So we're going to turn right 180 degrees, heading 180. 30 degrees. 8,000 feet, 7,980 if you like to call that 8,000. Descend and maintain 2,000.
Midland 3831.
It's quite low, that is, so we're going to go down there at a slower rate of descent. We're going to slow down to, I'll say 200 knots. I'm going to pause the recording here to save time, as not much is going to happen between now and when we reach the runway. I'll just flick the speed brakes up. Lose some of that speed. You can see our speed indicator here. We're currently doing about 235. We want to be at 200. So a round of flat 1. And flats 2. Change that to 195. And the speed is decreasing. The speed brakes being out as well. Out from below the clouds.
Midland 3831, north 30 miles northeast of Turnpike, heading 240. Descend and maintain south. Cleared ILS, runway 27. Approach, maintain south until established on the local end. Contact Jersey Tower on 119.45.
So that's telling us to turn right heading 240. I always think that's a bit too far to turn, because if you look, we're perpendicular with the localizer, so I'm going to say we go 205 and 230. So we're currently tuned into Jersey Tower. This is northern France right now. Jersey's over there. And that's where we're flying. So we know where we're going. I'm going to pause the recording now to save a bit of time. And I think I've got my tea, so I'll pause the simulation as well. Thanks for watching. If you can call this part 3, it's been paused so many times, but next part is the landing, the big bit, the pressure. But it's an auto land, so it knows what it's doing. Thank you very much.